Hi dear friends, this is Wasimesa and hope all is well for you. I'm happy to welcome you in this video where I will be presenting another book. Just disclaimer or a notice that this book, the book of today, is not related to tarot. I want to present to you other books that I am reading that I find interesting and that bring something, that bring an added value to my life, and maybe that would be interesting for you. So the book for today is called The Angelic Origins of the Soul by Tricia McCannon, who is very, very well known in the field of spirituality, of mediumship and channeling and bringing new information and so on. So check her out, check her website out. She offers many interesting things, many interesting courses also. So if you don't know her, that would be really interesting to get to know her point of view about things and so on. So the Angelic Origins of the Soul, I was interested by it because I am, I'm working on angels, archangels, and I work with them, but also I'm interested in all what they bring as values, as essences, and I might offer a course about them in the next year. I will see. But I was interested by this name, Angelic Origins of the Soul, because I really believe that we are angels. This is my point of view. But you have the right to not think that, of course, and that in this book can speak to you because it has many, many, many interesting subjects within it. It's divided into different sections, and you can explore it with curiosity, even if you do not believe in these teachings. I do not believe in all what Tricia presents, but I find her interesting to see how she sees things and her own perspective. So, and this needs like an open-mindedness a little in order to, see the world through others people's eyes. And I love doing that, to be honest. And I think if you are looking at this video, you have a little bit of this also. So in the different subjects that Tricia talks about in this book are the cosmology of the soul, the landscapes of heaven, our Genesis matrix, and the course curriculum of the course. They are all mystical subjects. But let me tell you, there are things that I found really interesting. For example, there is like a concept that I found fascinating. It's called the Dharmic Arc. So the Dharmic Arc, she talks about how something happens in our life, and in itself, it has a big lesson, or it pushes us forward to do something big. For example, someone. Let me give you an example. Let me give you a quick example. Let's talk about Dorothy. An example. Dorothy was a teenager girl who had watched her mother fight a slow, losing battle with cancer. After her mother's death, she later became a naturopath, determined to find new ways to solve the cancer problem. So when there is a very big event that happens in our life and we learn, it pushes us to our soul mission, or what we really came to do, or what we, like animated by something. And it's called Dharmic, karmic Dharmic. I found this concept very interesting. Another thing that Tricia talks about is let me just find. I have a lot of different subjects. The glimpses of the afterlife. I found it fascinating because there are some people who experience near-death experiences, and they come back and they tell their stories about what they see. And she brings this a little bit, and what people can see, and beings that they will encounter, the music that they might hear, and so on. So there is she speaks also about the questions. I found that very interesting. The questions that you might find or you might ask yourself is like, what did you do with your life? So she, in a way, this book is an overview of how we came to the earth, what we are going to live, and how we do it, and then we go back. So it's like an overview. It's not about the details of life, but it's an overview of this cosmic dynamic of the soul. And the great chain of being is another subject that's really interesting. And let me share with you some texts that maybe can inspire you. We have forgotten that we are actually a spark in the body of God that has chosen to move into the world of matter. Entering this realm of duality allows us to experience the enormous contrast of feelings produced by the absence of bliss. It is this contrast that allows us to learn what is to feel alone and afraid. So, and to know heartaches, suffering, and loss, to experience pain, old age, and death. This becomes a tool for awakening our patience, compassion, and empathy for others. And she continues, there are some, like key wisdom keys that you will find in this book, even if not everything speaks to me, to be honest, but there are some stuff like that. Talking about the spiral, for those who are interested in geometric forms, she doesn't touch it very, very deeply, but going like sitting, talking a little bit about some forms. A little bit. Another passage of angels, devas, and mortals. This is how the great sages attune themselves to the higher realms through chants and songs dedicated to the celestial hosts, using the illuminating power of the word to milk the nectar of heaven. I love sometimes how she expresses things. Another thing that you might find is her point of view, or from her researchers. Also, she comes from the Catholic. She has a Catholic background, but she's open to many other traditions. The nine orders of the angels. You will find some categories that she makes like this. The six stages of the soul's evolution, and she makes sessions to identify what is the level of the soul you are, and what are the challenges, what are your qualities, and what are your challenges. So so it's an interesting book to learn about the word, about our origin, but you have to have your own discernment and see if these teachings vibrate with you and feel right for you, because for example, the categories she put for the angels does not speak to me. Some traditions from the Buddhist the Buddhist religion or tradition does not speak to me too. So every time we read a book, we have to choose what is really just for us, with acknowledging the richness and the generosity of the person to share this point of view, because she's an honest. To be honest, I you see many people in the spiritual field, and I feel she's honest about her point of views, and she's authentic, and I love this type of people. So yeah, if you are curious about it, you can grab it on Amazon, and do not forget to support my book, my latest book. And the journal that comes with it, to have a self-exploration using tarot decks and oracle on Amazon. Tarot and Oracle 365-day challenge on Amazon with the journal that comes with it. So I will see you in another video. Maybe I'm into books, so I might do another video like this. And have a wonderful day. Bye bye.